All right, here we are, Tech Ed 8 catch up, day 3. So, um, the important thing for day 3, we need to make sure that you've completed the first couple of modules. You can still work on today's assignment, but you won't be able to submit it unless you've done the setup stages that we did in the first 2 days of class, but the first 2 modules, which is creating that folder on your uh, Google Drive, your school Google Drive, and then also how to digitize a document, because this assignment has to be completed on paper, so you're going to have to make sure that you understand how to do that. There's instructions for Android, there's instructions for iPhone, and there's instructions for your MacBook as well. So you need to understand how to do that method, because I'm not accepting this on paper. The only way to submit it is digitally as a PDF. So you're going to have to be able to scan it using one of those 3 methods in order to get this to me. So, what is the assignment for today? The best way to go over this is to look at the actual assignment. We're going to go look at Canvas as well. So let me switch over my screen here. So on the screen, there's Canvas. Always use modules, always do top to bottom. So make sure you're looking at module 3. It's day 3, it's module 3, but it's not always going to be day 1, module 1, day 2, module 2. It's just working out this way because every day has been a new topic. But I divide modules up by topic, so we have 2 topics in this module called technical lettering. So make sure that you are aware of that, because the next day's assignment is also going to be in module 3, even though it'll be day 4. So in this assignment, technical lettering part 1, I'm not going to go over how to do technical lettering, because you can see here I have a video in the assignment, so if you need it, there's the technical lettering part 1 video. There's also instructions. It's just a style of writing, and the important part is I'm grading this assignment on neatness and cleanliness. So make sure that you are taking your time to make the letters look exactly like what they're looking like. So here's the lesson. Make sure that you read through it. Make sure that you watch that video. I'm probably going to create a video for the second assignment as well, but for right now, you only have to concern yourself with this one. This is just practicing how to write letters. So once you've read through there, you've watched the video, go ahead and move on to the assignment. The assignment is lettering practice 1, and it looks like this. Okay, yours. If you're at home, you're gonna have to print this so that you can handwrite. If you don't have a printer, make sure that you message me. We can figure out a way to get one home to you through the school. At the very least, you could probably make it up later, but this is important because everything in this class, every piece of paper, every homework, every time you write your name, needs to be in technical lettering. We're only going to have 1 page of notes for this class. And I also allow 1 page of notes on your test. So if you take your notes in technical lettering, you will fit all of your notes on 1 page. So make sure that you're practicing this. It's all about consistency and taking your time. So just looking over this worksheet, just really quick, this is in the video, but like the letter A. So if I zoom in on the letter A here, you can see that it is straight lines. Okay, I'm still on my eraser tool. There we go. You can see that it is nice straight lines. So your job on this assignment is to make sure that you're emulating those straight lines. It's okay if you mess up on the first couple. Just make sure that you're trying to get better. Don't just do the assignment to get done. You're trying to build a skill that you're going to use throughout the entire class. Everything is going to need to be in technical lettering, so make sure that you're doing this correctly and taking your time with it. So just watch the video on how to do technical lettering, but it's basically just in pencil, all capital letters, and making sure that your letters look like the letters on this page. Straight lines should be straight vertical lines. If they're slanted lines, they should be straight slanted lines. Anything that is curved should be nice and rounded. Like, you shouldn't have compressed curves. All the curves are very kind of, best word is bulbousy. They're very round. So make sure that you're looking over how you're writing your letters. Like the letter C, don't cut it off too short. Make sure that it curves all the way back in. And you're going to write the letters on the left column 10 times each, and then smaller letters 10 times each. Because technical lettering, depending upon what you're going to be doing with it, that affects the size of the letters. So if I'm putting a title on a drawing, it's going to be larger letters. If I'm putting in comments or dimensions or measurements or things like that, they're going to be smaller, so that way they fit on the drawing. So make sure that you're practicing both of these, both 10 times, and then there's also numbers. You need to modify your style to what this is. So make sure that you're not just writing the way that you write a number 4. Make sure you're writing the way that it shows a number 4. So everybody wants to do like this as their number 4. You need to make sure that you're doing, I like to call it, the fancy 4. So just a few little pointers there. Make sure that you watch that video. I go into detail about kind of the common mistakes and things like that people make when they're doing these types of things. The video is old. It's like from last year or something like that. So if you have any questions, send me a message or something like that. But let's go back here. If you do need to contact me, this is pretty straightforward. It's going to feel like elementary school. Your hand's going to get tired. You're using muscles in your hand that you don't typically use. You build your writing style by holding your pencil and writing in a way that's comfortable for you. So if you're going to be writing differently, you're going to actually be using muscles in your hands that you don't typically use. And what happens is they atrophy. They literally just become weaker. So your hand's going to get tired, but over time it's going to get more and more comfortable. So force yourself to write in this manner so that way it becomes better. If your teachers don't care about how you write in your class, like I don't think really anybody does anymore, start taking your notes in technical lettering. Start writing your math homework in technical lettering. Start writing your English assignments, your journal entries, everything in technical lettering to get it kind of ingrained in there. Now, if your teacher requires you write a certain way, I'm not telling you to go against what they say, but if it doesn't matter, use it everywhere and it will become more comfortable. My handwriting personally was absolutely atrocious before I tried to incorporate technical lettering. Now I use technical lettering all the time, and it does make my life easier. Just because what I'm trying to communicate is easier for people to read, and especially if I'm like writing on a board for students, technical lettering is a lot easier to see from 30 feet away in a classroom than like my crappy regular handwriting. So just work it into everything and it will become easier to use, I promise. It's just going to be difficult and kind of boring and lame at first, I get it. But just take your time, your handwriting will improve. Even if you think you can't get it, just start using it everywhere. Like you're bored in class, just start writing yourself a little message saying, whatever you want. I hate Mr. P. He's the stupidest teacher in the whole world. I don't want to listen to him anymore. I don't care what you write. Just practice it in technical lettering. Make sure you do this assignment. Make sure that you use that PDF scan method. There is a link to it. I can show you that. There is a link to it on the Canvas page. So right there, that's the same link that is in the digitizing your documents assignment. So make sure, if you don't remember how to do that, or you need a refresher, or you haven't done it yet, make sure you go back, make sure you do that digitize assignment as well. Hopefully, if you're out of class, I hope to see you soon. It's definitely a lot easier in the classroom, but make sure that you subscribe. I'm not making any money off this again. It just makes it easier because I'm going to put these live first, and then if you want to watch them live, you can. You'll get a notification, so you can subscribe to the channel. It's a non-monetized channel anyway, but you'll get notifications when I do go live, and then you'll know when to check back. And I'm still kind of new to this streaming thing, so what I've noticed is YouTube processes them for a while. So if you can't find it by going to my YouTube channel, you may need to go through the link that I send out in class. It'll allow you to watch the video, but it doesn't show up on the channel after it's been live till anywhere from like an hour to a day later. So if you want to stay on top of things, use those links that I'm sending out in Canvas, and see you next time.